Hello guys, my name is Tom Antos, and today I wanted to show you and kind of talk about this DJI Fly Drive. I wanted to, I guess, kind of tell you what my expectations were before I got this, and then what I think about it after I've had a chance to use it over the last 2 weeks. So I got this hard drive actually for free from B&H. Now they didn't pay me anything or then ask me to say anything about it. In fact, they literally contacted me. They said, "Hey Tom, we got this hard drive from DJI. Actually, it's from Seagate, and it's produced in conjunction, I guess, or coordination with DJI, which makes all the all the drone equipment." And anyways, the B&H asked me if I could take a look at this hard drive and tell them honestly what I think, because they really didn't get much information from DJI or from Seagate about the specifications of this. And that's actually the first thing I'm going to talk about it, is that I did try to first find some information about this drive, and all it really says is that it's a 2 terabyte portable drive, which and it has like a built-in here, as you can see, UHS-II micro SD card reader, and also that it has a USB-C type interface, so it will work with USB type, laptops and that kind of thing, all the new devices. That's really all it says. They don't specify the speed. They don't even say if it's a solid state drive or like an actual traditional spinning disk. No information. So I kind of just, I guess I assumed that it's really fast drive, first of all, because it has USB-C, so I thought maybe like Thunderbolt or something kind of speeds. Also, I thought it's really cool because you have a built-in micro SD card reader, so and like when you're flying like a DJI Mavic Pro or Mavic Air or Spark or any of the Phantom drones, for example, or pretty much whenever you're using a micro SD card and you're out there in the field, it's kind of cool because you can just pop it in here and you can in real time, or whatever, just directly there while you're on location, copy your footage from your micro SD card to your hard drive and then pop the card out. Let's say put it back in your drone, format it, and keep on recording, right? So those were my expectations. Then after getting this hard drive, the reality very quickly set in, and that's not how this thing works. And so this main feature that I thought was kind of exciting is basically that it doesn't exist. Yes, it has a micro SD card reader, but it's kind of useless unless you plug it into a computer. And if you have a computer, you probably have an SD card reader already, or you can get one. So yeah, it's kind of weird. Like they have it there, but it's you have to plug it into a computer. Then it turns on the drive, and then it will recognize the drive, and then if you put a card in there, the computer will also recognize the card. And then in your computer, you have to actually drag the files from the card to the hard drive, or let's say to your computer. Right? So that's the first thing I'll tell you, and it was kind of disappointing. Then the next thing I was kind of wondering about is the speeds. So like I said, it's 2 terabytes. They advertise that you can store 60 hours of footage on this. And obviously that's going to be give and take depending on what resolution, all that stuff you're recording in. But anyway, so I kind of was thinking, okay, so at least you get a drive with 2 terabytes and a built-in SD card reader. But I'm guessing it's a really fast drive. And like I said, I could not find any specs about this drive on. Like I said, B&H didn't know anything about it. I checked other retailers. I checked the DJI website, Seagate website. Nothing. There was no information about it. So I plugged it into my computer and started doing tests. So the tests were kind of very weird, because when I was just literally copying files off of this drive, like for example here I have a whole folder with a whole bunch of video files, and in total it's 20 gigabytes. And when I dragged the files over, and I remember the first time when I did it, it kind of seemed to do it really fast. It took a few seconds literally to copy all the footage. But then after that I tried it again, and it didn't quite work that way. Like as you'll notice, I get around 2 gigabytes per second, but only at the beginning, and after that the speed of the drive actually drops to on average around 130 megabytes per second. And those were the kind of consistent speeds I was getting. Writing to the hard drive, again, kind of similar, but I also wanted to then kind of check it, and I did a little benchmark testing, and as you can see the results, are again very similar using the the benchmark test. So in the end, I guess what I can say is it's kind of disappointing if you had the kind of expectations like I had. Because like I said, it's not a drive that lets you out on the field, just pop a card in there and offload your footage, make a copy of it. So that's not how it works. And also the drive doesn't seem like it's really that fast. It just basically has average speeds. So it seems like it's just a regular 7200, I'm guessing, RPM hard drive, not even a solid state drive. But it's it's decent. It has these little bumpers they put in here, and it's and it does have the USB-C type connections. I guess that's kind of cool, more future-proof. Right now, at the time of me doing this video, this retails for $115 on B&H. And so I guess I would say it's an okay drive, average, decent price. But again, it's nothing really to get excited about. At least not like don't build your hopes up or expectations like I did when I first heard about this thing. So I guess what I would say at the end of the day is it's again, average hard drive. If you can get it, especially for a deal, then maybe it's worth buying it. But DJI and Seagate were very smart at the way they marketed this, and because like I said, I'm sure I wasn't the only one, or at least I hope I wasn't the only one who got fooled. And I bet you there were probably quite a few people who paid money, bought this thinking that it has those features that I was talking about, where it doesn't. So I haven't spent $1 on this. Like I said, I got this from B&H to try out. So I'm not bitter about it, and that's why I can honestly say, yeah, it's an okay average hard drive. But if you're one of those people who spend money on this thinking, okay, it's got these cool advanced features, you might be not in the best of moods. So I thought I would save those of you guys who still haven't bought or spent your money on this drive, and kind of just warn you kind of what to expect and tell you what this drive really is going to deliver. So hopefully you guys liked this video. If you did, make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, and check out some of my other videos that I do, or just go to my website at tomantosfilms.com. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.